Hey, what's up, all you pirates and samurai out there in the land of Wano? I'm Duuz-Diz-Din, and I'm coming at you with One Piece Chapter 997, titled Flames. And I was really wondering what that title chapter meant, but to find out that it was what they call the thing that keeps dragons up in the air, and for Kaido to use that abilities to lift the island of Onigashima into the air is absolute insanity. It's just like, oh, man, that was pretty cool what Shiki did with his float fruit ability. What if Kaido could do that with his dragon flames? You know that thing that inexplicably keeps him in the air that we don't question too much? What if we actually just incorporated that into an ability he has where he can literally lift an entire island? I'm like, yo, like, dude, like, it's just like, Oda was just like, man, that climax in One Piece Strong World was pretty cool. Let's crank that up to 11. But man, this chapter was something else. From the situation with Sanji being literally lured into a spider's parlor by none other than Black Maria of the Tobiropo. And she did this on purpose as well. It was all a trap to lure him out. I was wondering what Queen's plan was because it was obvious he thought something about Sanji. He's just like, Sanji Vinsmoke. And it's just like, and he's just like, I gotta take out the number one and number two. And it's just like, he must have got in contact with Black Maria, and they devised this plan because apparently Sanji's lecherous ways are just out there to a degree. Because his wanted poster is literally him fawning over women, so come on. But it's just like, yo, dude, that is amazing. It's like people are finally starting to take Sanji at least a little bit more seriously. And Jinbei and Luffy are just like, wait, where did Sanji go? And then Jinbei's just like, he just rushed off with this weird look in his eyes. Meanwhile, with Luffy and Jinbei, they're about to run into two headliners named Poker and Mizuraka, which is this lady with a gorilla on her back half, which is Mm, yeah, I really don't need to see any more of that. This dude with a snake that's like running through his body, like the tail of the snake is his right leg. It comes into his body, pops out of his shoulder, runs around his head to his other shoulder, and the face of the snake comes out his left leg. It is the most bizarre design imaginable, and it just feels almost like it's just Oda kind of fucking around. Like he just has all these weird ideas for designs that he's just whipping out by the dozen and not having anything really happen with it. Because Luffy and Jinbei managed to completely avoid this because some of the samurai from Udon are just like, yeah, we made a ladder so that you could avoid running into any more headliners. And it's just like, dude, man, these headliners are like getting no respect whatsoever. And I'm wondering, is this a product of Oda's editors saying that nobody wants to see these headliners anymore and Oda just still wants to just have them there? Or is it just Oda just goofing around? It's probably just Oda goofing around. I wouldn't even be surprised by that. But, we cut back to the performance floor where Big Mom goes up through the hole in the top of the dome of Onigashima. Zoro's just like, oh, thank God she's. Well, no, I think it's just someone else saying thank God she's leaving. But then Zoro notices something fall out of the hole. And he immediately get serious, like deadly serious. And despite all the chaos going around, despite all the pandemonium, the confusion, everyone chasing after Apu, the Apu trying his best to hold off Drake and all this stuff, literally Zoro just goes in with his lion song. He doesn't even call it that. He just grabs his sword, just comes out of nowhere, slashes Apu, grabs the vial of antibodies. Boom, boom, boom. It's done. And I'm like, whoa. Like, whoa. It went from Zoro just kind of being serious to being deadly serious. I'm like, dude, oh jeez, Apu just got bodied. And he just hands it over to Chopper. Chopper's just like, hey, all of you, I can make antibodies. Come to me, friend or foe. Come to me if you want. Come to me if you want to live. And Queen's just like, what the fuck? What the Apu? What the hell? And this little raccoon dog's gonna modify my antibodies? Hell no! And he starts to go in with the Gatling gun, only for it to be sliced right in half by Zoro. And Zoro is pissed. Like, I have not seen Zoro this pissed in a while. And this mostly comes from the fact that he's just like, look, no more stupid games. I didn't come all this way to this fucking island to deal with all this goddamn bullshit. Kaido's the toughest in the world. I came here to fuck him up. And I'm just like, yo, I wasn't expecting Zoro's just like, enough of this side plot. Yo, I got other shit to do. I'm like, yo, Zoro, damn, dude. And suddenly, all of Onigashima starts to shake. And a lot of people start to think that it's coming from Zoro, and maybe he's got like, hockey, it's King's hockey or something. And Zoro's just like, yeah, no, that's not me. And Robin, puts it all into perspective that she saw what Zoro saw fall out of the dome of Onigashima, and that was Kiku's arm. Like, yo, and it's just like, oh, okay. Like, he's just like, oh no, oh fuck this. And it's that realization that, oh shit, they're dying up there. They are not holding their own. We need to get up there immediately before they all die. And I love that because it just shows the depths of Zoro's character. He cares about these people and he wants to do what he can to help them survive. He does not want these people to just die a meaningless death. And he's just like, but I gotta figure out some way to get up there. Between King and Queen, all paths are blocked. It's just like, if only I could fly. And then, like, on cue, in comes Marco the Phoenix saying, hey, why are you guys down here? Isn't the battle going on up top? Need a hand? It's just like, yes, plot convenience. But again, Marco the Phoenix is just, of course, he's coming in to help. He's a good dude. But everyone's feeling the shaking. Nami and Tama with Usopp feels it. Jinbei and Luffy feel it. Everyone is feeling it. And suddenly these rocks start falling into the water with the Heart Pirates narrowly avoiding it in their yellow submarine. Black Maria seems to know what's going on, feeling that Kaido is getting impatient. Hyogoro, Kid, they're all like, what the hell is going on? And we cut to the one person who does immediately have an answer to that, and that is Yamato running away with Shinobu and Momosuke. And she's just like, okay, I gotta get you out of here, Momosuke. Yeah, Momosuke, I gotta get you out of here. You are too important to die. Let's get to a Beast Pirate ship and GTFO. Only for to notice, oh, there's no sea. And Momosuke's just like, what do you mean there's no sea? How could there be no sea? And she's just like, well, you see, we can't go to the sea anymore because, if you've noticed, there's the shaking. And that comes from the fact that, dragons can fly through the air by creating something called flame clouds. And that's what's surrounding Onigashima. It's what's keeping us alive. Kaido has made it so that no one can escape. And he's going to move Onigashima over to the flower capital. And honestly, I presume he's just going to drop it right on them. Like, straight up like the moon from Majora's match just boom. It's the dawn of the third day, motherfucker. It's the final day, and you've run out of time. Like, he's just straight up. I wasn't expecting that because he's just like, when he said Onigashima was going to be the new capital of Wano, I'm just like, oh, cool. I wonder what's going to happen to the flower capital then. I didn't think he was going to fucking drop an island on that bitch. Like, yo. And not to mention, with so many people in the flower capital partying, it's pretty obvious he's looking to just wipe out most of the people of Wano. Like, that's it. Just wipe them all out. And, like, he's on top. You know, you don't see any of the scabbards, honestly. It's just ruins and rocks all around him. And he's just like, okay, the Kazuki are finished. I'm like, dude, what? And he's just like, okay, now New Onigashima will be the pirate stronghold. Let us begin the world of violence. And I'm like, yo, Kaido, fucking shit. Like, Kaido, time and time again, lives up to the hype. Like, he constantly lives up to the hype of him being the strongest. Because, like, yo, this is some end boss level shit. Like, seriously. And the fact that he was able to take out the scabbards like they were nothing, and he came away with only a few bruises and scrapes, it's just like, dude, what the fuck even is this guy? Like, Kaido feels unstoppable, and I'm really wondering how Luffy is going to deal with this, because this kind of plan is very much what you would see at the end of a boss fight. Like, even in Pirate Warriors, where you face down Kaido, I never would have thought something like this would have happened, but it's incredibly creative. And but making it so that all of Wano can see this, see the fight with Kaido, it feels like a situation, that with everything being put on display this way, Kaido might fall here, and I'm wondering about that because with everything that Kaido set into motion, I'm really questioning, how are the good guys going to defeat him? But you can't just have his plan succeed, can you? Like, yeah, I'm really wondering about this. I can't imagine it, but what do you think? Will Kaido succeed in his plans? Will Luffy manage to get to him? Is this ability going to ultimately end up weakening Kaido enough that Luffy can defeat him? Because this can't be easy. Yeah, I really have to wonder about that, but tell me your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you think about Kaido's ability to lift an entire island? What do you think about Zoro just completely slashing down a B plot and being like, yeah, I ain't got time for this shit? And do you think all of them will manage to get up to Kaido to finally take him down? Is this ultimately going to take all of the Straw Hats to actually do him in? And do they even stand a chance? Especially with the fact that Big Mom is still faffing about. Only time will tell, but we're almost at chapter 1000. So I hope you'll continue to join me. If you like this video, leave me a like. If you didn't, feel free to leave me a dislike. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you never miss out on another One Piece chapter review. And until next time, I've been Duuz-Diz-Din, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.